Normally I would go on to Home United, but alphabetically now we have to go Garena Young Lions.
Yeah,
Right?
change.
Yeah, but that's messed things up. I don't have to change that. Right, is it going to happen, everyone? Garena Young Lions going to finish bottom like everyone thinks they're going to.
I think they will be at the bottom. I mean, they have so many inexperienced, raw young players who are making that huge leap from the youth leagues and from the prime league into the S League, thrown into deep ends. They're going to have such a fierce baptism of fire playing against more experienced professionals who have played in Malaysia, who have played in the region before. It's going to be a massive test for many of them. I mean, even though they are backed up by Firdaus Kasman, Khairul Amri, who are very experienced players, Faris Farhan, who is young but is already a seasoned S League player, playing for two other different clubs in the S League previously.
Do you kind of squint your eyes and put your hand on your head when you think about this team going out to play Amos, or have they got more of a chance than that?
Well, firstly, they don't have a coach yet, do they?
Well, no.
So I don't know who's taking the team right now. But
Richard Tardy and
oh yeah,
Selvraj.
yeah,
Selvraj. Okay. Well, the thing is, I think for these boys, it's going to be a baptism of fire for sure. It's always been with the Young Lions. And to be fair, they've actually come up with some pretty decent quality players that have come through the ranks. Having said that, yeah, they might be the battering boys of the league, but I think these boys they hold their own. I mean, I know that fitness has always been a key factor for the Young Lions, and that sometimes can carry them through. Hopefully. Yeah.
So the whole concept's a good concept in your eyes, is it?
It's I guess it is a good concept in the sense that you give these boys a chance of to shine. To let the national selectors or coaches of other teams have a glimpse of what these young boys could be about, because there isn't any other a platform to shine actually in Singapore.
Bit weird supporting the Young Lions. Do you know what I mean? Have they got many fans, Nige?
There's always a group who call themselves, I think, with a die-out fan, was it? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're always there.
Okay,
They're
good
always
effort.
encouraging the boys on. But
So do you think all the Lions 12 supporters will go and support Young
Probably
Lions?
excluding yeah.
I think we'll see some move over to support the Young Lions, but probably some will move on to support some other clubs as well.
Tampines.
Probably, with pen and there.
Well, let's hope there's like 4 p.m. queues for S League games this year.
Yeah. Why not?
And especially with 4 p.m. queues, we hope to see more police there. That means things are doing well.
Yeah. We're talking about Garena Young Lions. That $4 million sponsorship, Sean, tell us more about that, because it's $2 million cash. I mean, it's a huge amount of money.
2 million sponsor, then the next 2 years will be the next other 2 million will be used for different purpose of the team in terms of traveling and buying balls, new balls.
It's a lot of money for balls and travelling.
Yeah.
Let's get the cash in first.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be player development, team development. Can you read anything more into that sponsorship?
I think the main reason why Garena came on board was because if you look at Garena history, they are they deal with games, so they have a lot of young people. So I think the team attracted them, according to what the founder said. So he was at the training yesterday as well, and he gave a talk before that to encourage the boys and to tell them, I'm your friend, that kind of thing. Like, if you have anything, you can find me, you can play games together. Yeah, so I think he's trying to help the team to, take that step forward into their professional careers.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Can I just add, Garena sponsorship for Young Lions is 4 times more than what Great Eastern is sponsoring the S League.
Well,
we need more local companies to come forward, I guess, to support the league and the clubs.
What Nigel's saying is that they could have spent a quarter of what they spent and got the league. Is that right? So you guys are paying $1 million.
Yep.
That's incredible, isn't it?
I mean, given that Singapore is the financial center in the region, in Asia, but the S League doesn't have that much financial support. The culture is actually very different from that in, say, Hong Kong. Our closest competitor, even whether it's financial markets or even in football, because in Hong Kong, I mean, if you look at the owners behind those clubs in the Hong Kong Premier League, most of them are taukeis or big bosses who have had quite a fortune. Some of them is they want to use it as a means to display their status, to display their wealth, to display their level of influence. But in Singapore, the high society perhaps is more close up. You need possibly not just one Garena or even Courts previously, but more guys who are interested in the sport to step forward, to pump in the money, to get things going, to be done professionally. Because without the money, the clubs are going to struggle. They're going to continue to play the scrim and save and survive.
Do we know any rich, very rich men who are passionate about football, who are Singaporean?
Sasi Kumar.
Peter Lim. Peter Lim.
Peter Lim?
Or
Example?
the first chairman of the S League, the late Kwek Ling Ju. I mean, he's part of the famous Kwek billionaires, the brothers. I mean, Teo Hock Seng. I mean, he's under Kwek Ling Beng.
Right. Are there any chairmen that are a bit tight then? A bit tight, not spending the cash?
As Tavanesan.
Yeah, but still.
He has always been the budget club,
Yeah.
although he has been the scene for decades. I mean, even before all of us were born. But Tava probably has his own reasons why he has not been spending this much. Although the Tampines chairman, the new chairman, has been quite a breath of fresh air in his approach, the approach that he has taken, because it's a new approach, is an approach that we have not been seeing for quite a while.